Hey everyone, this is So You Want to Buy a Home. My name is Aden Harper. I'm a relatively new real estate agent and I have a big goal. I want to buy my first home. But the problem is I don't really know where to start.
And I'm Jason Harper. I'm the broker for our company. I'm also the in-house lender for Harper Home Company. We created this series for people like Aden or maybe yourself. We want to keep it real. We want to make sure what we're delivering to you is super easy to follow and understand. We're going to talk about credit, income, savings, all that good stuff, and help get you all on your way to your first house.
All right, Jason, let's start with you.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're so passionate about helping first-time home buyers.
You know, I've been in this industry over 20 years. One thing I've always noticed over the years is when you don't know where to start, it can seem like a really daunting task and it can be intimidating. So I found with first-time buyers specifically that I've worked with over the years, the best way to make this less intimidating is to just have very, very simple, easy to follow, but relevant steps that help get you on your way really to your first house. So it's just something that I've always enjoyed, and I don't know, there's something about helping people kind of peel back that intimidation factor and realize that, hey, with a good plan, this is actually relatively easy.
For me, I'm about a year into my real estate journey and I have this personal goal of buying my first home. It feels impossible at times, but I'm excited to learn everything I can and maybe inspire you along the way. Let's talk a little bit about the series.
Okay.
Why do you think first-time home buyers struggle so much?
I think a lot of it's just bad information, misinformation, if you will. I think most first-time buyers I talk to think you need perfect credit, tons of money to put down, and none of those things are true. Actually, most people I talk to who are working towards their first house, they're almost surprised at how much further along they are. Or closer they are to buying than they thought they were. So, again, in this series, that's what I want to go over. I want to go over, what it takes in terms of credit, savings, income, all those things. And I hope and I think that as we do that and we provide good information that people like you and people watching will see that this is a lot more obtainable than I think a lot of people think it is.
And we're going to cover everything, right? Like from credit to saving money to finding the right home, making offers.
Yep, all of it, step by step. I'm going to keep it super simple. That way it's not overwhelming.
So let me ask you this. What is something a first-time home buyer should focus on?
Good question. I think starting with understanding where your credit is at is really the first step. And there's a lot of ways to start, and we're going to cover this in the next episode. We'll really focus on credit, how to build it. Credit is a really important tool. The better your credit, the more loan options you have with, lower down payments, better interest rates. So I think having a good idea of how to use your credit to your advantage and how to build your credit, so that when you are ready to buy your first home, you have the best loan options available to you. Again, we'll dive real deep into that in the next episode, but I think it's probably the best place to start. Another
common concern for first-time home buyers is often their savings. So what do you have to say about savings?
Again, another good one. We're going to do an episode on that one too, but I would say just for purpose of this video and before we dive deeper into that, I think the biggest thing with savings is while you're kind of in that phase of building your credit is also building good savings habits. Anything you can do to automate savings that come out of each check and go to, an account that's dedicated towards saving a home. But again, we'll dive deeper into that because there's a lot to that. But I think, again, going back to some bad information out there, I think with the first-time buyers, one of the biggest ones that kind of has to do with savings is this idea that you need just this massive amount of money down, 10, 20%. It's just not the case. So yeah, we'll dive deep into that too. And not only that, but help kind of put together a savings plan that, like one you and I have talked about.
So for everyone watching, we have some homework for you to do. Ask yourself these three things. What's your credit score? where are you starting from, and do you have a savings goal in mind? If you're just starting your first time home buying journey and you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We'll be sharing tips and giving any helpful advice that we can provide you with.
Yeah, definitely. If you have questions, please drop them below. Our upcoming episodes are going to address a lot of things, but we have plenty of room to add in answers to some of the questions you might have. So don't be shy. Drop your comments. Let us know what questions you might have so we can address those in future episodes.
All right, and one last thing, Jason. What's one piece of advice you can give to everyone watching?
Don't wait. Even if you feel like you're far off from being in position to buy, there's a lot that you can start doing today that will benefit you down the road when you're in position to buy. So we talked about credit and we talked about savings. Those are two things I wouldn't wait. I've seen a lot of people where they've waited and then they realize there's things they still need to do even though they're financially prepared to buy. So yeah, don't wait. Get started on your credit now. Even if you're saving $50 to $100 a month, every little bit, accumulates and helps. So don't wait.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for today. Be sure to like and subscribe. We will be doing episode 2 on building credit. So if that's something you're interested, stay tuned. We'll have that coming out soon. Thanks.